How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install SDR Trunk to use with your RTL-SDR device. And we're going to actually also learn how to update the drivers for this device. We're going to learn how to install and configure SDR Trunk. And by the end of the video, you should be able to program in some custom frequencies. I like to listen to GMRS frequencies when I'm on my computer. And of course, you can also listen to your fire, EMS, sheriff, police dispatch, and things like that. So it's actually very handy if you just want to kind of listen to what's going on your computer without having to have a radio around. Before we get started, we need to do a hardware recap just in case you're new here, you're fresh, you're doing this kind of from scratch, and this is the first time it's going to be for you all here. So I'm using the standard bunny ears antenna that came with this device. There's nothing wrong with that, in case you're wondering. I'm able to pick up all kinds of frequencies. I'm able to listen to GMRS. I'm able to listen to our local GMRS repeater. I'm also able to listen to fire, EMS, dispatch. I'm also able to pick up a local city's sheriff or a police department that uses a digital mobile frequency. That's going to be a DMR frequency. And so that's pretty cool. And so you should be good to go with this antenna, at least to get started. And then you're going to simply plug the antenna into your SDR dongle, right? It's a one-way deal here, pretty self-explanatory. Going to screw that on, and then you're going to plug your dongle into an available USB port on your Windows 11 computer. Now, I will say this just as kind of a heads up, I am not able to get this working with USB 3.0. So that's going to be a USB port on your computer that has blue on it. It's like a bluish USB port. Other USB ports that are not USB 3 should not have any blue in it or any other weird colors, okay? So I'm just using a standard USB port. I'm not using any kind of special high-speed USB port or anything like that. So it's just the standard USB port on your computer. We're going to plug that sucker in, and then we're going to get SDR Trunk going. We're going to also make sure the drivers on this SDR device are fully updated. So with that said, let's hop over to the computer and get started. All right, so what you're going to want to do first is head over and download SDR Trunk. You're going to go to the SDR Trunk GitHub site under releases, and I'm going to leave a link in the description so that you can just click this and get right to it. And then under assets, you're going to want to download the SDR Trunk software for Windows. Don't worry about the AARC64. There's not a very good chance that you're running on an ARM-based processor, most likely Intel or AMD. And in that case, you're going to want the x86-64 version. You're going to download that. And then, of course, ZADig is what we're going to use to update the drivers on your SDR device. And so you're going to want to download that. And those are going to end up over here into your downloads. First thing you're going to want to do after plugging in your SDR device is open up ZADig, and then you're going to get this driver none and then Win USB. You're also going to want to make sure that you're on bulk in interface 0. So I need to go ahead to options, list all devices, go down to bulk in interface 0. And you'll see here that I actually have the latest driver, which is this one over here on the left, but this may show none on yours. If it does, then you're just going to want to click install over here, and that's going to install and update the firmware on your SDR device. Now, once that is done, what we can do is unzip the SDR Trunk software. So I'm going to right click, extract all. I'm going to go ahead and extract. And that's going to create a new folder in your downloads here called SDR Trunk Nightly. Click in there, you'll see another folder, click in there, and then you're going to see bin, double click bin. Click on the SDRtrunk.bat. We're going to double click on that. Go ahead and click run. It's going to open up this console. A bunch of text is going to fly by. This is basically running the Java interface or interpreter. And then when you get this perform CPU calibration, you could go ahead and hit cancel for now. But if you want, the next time you start SDR Trunk, you could run this. It's just going to take a long time. And so for the purposes of this video, we're just going to go ahead and skip it. Now at this point, you're going to have the SDR main window come up, and you can see here all the frequency information coming through here on the waterfall and just the main SDR Trunk screen. Now to get a frequency programmed into this, all you need to do is head over here to playlist. It's going to pop up the playlist here. It's going to have a default playlist, and go over to channels. Now, once we're in channels, we can actually add a frequency. And what I'm going to do is just add my local sheriff's frequency on here. So we're going to click new. We're going to click NBFM system. I'm just going to call this FM, site, Augusta County, name, sheriff, okay? And then the frequency for that is 460.400. I'm going to click save. And then you can see up here we have our sheriff's program net 460.400. Now I'm going to click clone, and I'm going to go ahead and put dispatch here. And I'm going to type 460.550 and hit save. And now you can see here I have both the sheriff and dispatch. Now what you can do if you want to actually listen to this frequency, you can just click one and click play. And if you want to listen,
ready. It's going to be 0000294575.
you could hear there that we actually had the sheriff talking over the frequency there. And of course you can turn on dispatch and hit play as well, or you can play as many as that you want. So that's basically how you add a basic analog frequency to listen to, say, GMRS or your local sheriffs. If you are adding GMRS, then you can click new and go to MBFM and add a GMRS frequency here. And of course, if you need a list of frequencies, you can head over to my new website at jamesburnett.net, and I'm going to have all the GMRS frequencies over there that you can plug in here. And then if you have more than one tuner, more than one RTL-SDR, oh, here we got a call coming in.
Rescue 5, additional call, engine 1. Hilltop Terrace, 300 Churchill Avenue, apartment 12, additional fall.
So you can see here that you could hear the dispatch calling in for a fall. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And of course, you can hit control and zoom in with your mouse in and out if you want to zoom in and kind of get a better view on these two frequencies here. And you'll see these peak when there's transmissions happening. You can see here, it looks like there's transmissions happening now. Even though I have the SDR turned off for those frequencies, you can still visually see when stuff is being transmitted. You can also see here in the waterfall the breaks between the conversation happening, right? There's a break there. This is the dispatch, and so that was the main call. And of course, now there's nothing happening on those frequencies. So you can listen and you can see, which is really kind of cool. So we'll head back over here to the playlist. And of course, like I said, you can auto start these as well when you turn on SDR Trunk, and those will automatically start listening, and you can start hearing when those, when something comes through or something's being transmitted on those frequencies. Well, that's pretty much a wrap. But if for some reason you're still struggling, I'm going to have an article up on my new website over at jamesburnett.net. I'm going to leave a link in the description, and on this article, I'm going to have the step-by-step instructions that we covered here, as well as clickable links to the various programs that you're going to need both to update the drivers and to actually download the SDR Trunk software. And so you can also print these out, use these as a guide, keep it as a guide for future use. And with that said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.